A penalty shootout is not about penalties. Everyone thinks it is. 5 kicks, 12 yards, 1 goalkeeper. How hard can it be? Here is the truth. The best penalty taker in the world misses shootouts. The worst goalkeeper in the tournament saves them. Because by the time a World Cup match goes to a shootout, the ball is almost irrelevant. What's left is 11 players standing in a circle trying not to fall apart in front of a billion people. Here is exactly what actually happens. First, how you get there. 90 minutes of football, no winner. 30 minutes of extra time, still no winner. Then and only then, a shootout. 5 players per team. Each walks from the center circle to the penalty spot alone, shoots, either scores or doesn't. The team with the most goals from 5 kicks wins. If it's still level after 5 each, sudden death. 1 kick at a time until someone misses and someone scores. Simple on paper, completely different in reality. Here is the core mechanic most people miss. The goalkeeper has a secret advantage that nobody talks about. Statistically, the penalty taker should win almost every time. The ball travels at over 100 kilometers per hour. The goalkeeper cannot react fast enough to see where it's going and then dive. Physically impossible, so the goalkeeper guesses. Before the kick is even taken, they pick a side, left or right, and they commit. If they guess right, they're a hero. If they guess wrong, the ball goes the other way and nobody blames them. The kicker knows this, and that knowledge that the goalkeeper is already guessing, already moving, already committed, is what starts to destroy them from the inside. Here is the counterintuitive part. The pressure doesn't come from the goalkeeper, it comes from the walk. That walk from the center circle to the penalty spot is approximately 30 meters. It takes about 20 seconds, and in those 20 seconds, with a billion people watching and your entire tournament on the line, the human brain does something devastating. It starts to think, where do I put it? What if I miss? What if I score and we still lose? What if this is the moment everyone remembers forever, was for the wrong reason? Great penalty takers don't think. They decide before they walk. Routine. Same steps, same spot, same technique. Every time. The walk is not 20 seconds. The walk is already over before it starts. Here is the nuance that separates the teams who win shootouts from the teams who don't. Preparation. The teams that win shootouts almost always prepared for them before the tournament. They studied the opposing goalkeeper, which way they dive, how often, from what cues. They assigned kick order days in advance. They practiced the walk, the routine, the specific pressure of that specific moment in training, so that when it arrives, the brain doesn't register it as new. It registers it as familiar. Familiar doesn't panic. Familiar scores. Right now at the 2026 World Cup quarterfinals, at least one shootout is almost certain. The players stepping up to that spot in the next few days have been preparing for this moment for 4 years. Their coaches have files on the opposing goalkeeper, their psychologists have worked on the walk, and one of them will still miss, because that is what shootouts do, even to the best. So here is the recap. The goalkeeper guesses, that's their only option. The kicker's enemy is the walk and the thinking it creates, and the teams that win prepare so thoroughly that the moment feels familiar instead of terrifying. 3 things, all psychological, none of them about football. The game has not changed. You have. You're welcome. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. It means a lot.